Now, let's talk a little bit about about more specifically why it is that CIOs and CFOs, arguably should be really interested in the cloud. And looking first of all at the CIO's perspective, the first thing that the cloud gives a chief information officer is a bigger bang for the IT buck. And we mentioned this, in an earlier slide. The reason that's the case is that you get to spend more of your IT budget on innovation, on things that really, drive the business forward than you do on maintaining complex systems with expensive resources. It also gives you an ability to add agility to the organization if you leverage that sandbox that we were talking about a few slides ago. If your people are actually able to use software to improve business processes, for example, because they now have access to computing power that they didn't before, that they couldn't possibly have access to because it wasn't cost effective, you can make your organization more responsive. You make your organization more agile, more successful, more competitive. And really that's the key skill that the technology professional today has to, in my opinion anyway, learn. Because if they're counting on being able to maintain complex systems that are located on the premises of the organization, as those organizations move to cloud computing, those skills are going to become, I wouldn't say irrelevant, but certainly less important, far less important, and far less affordable, quite frankly. So the challenge from an IT professional's perspective is to change and adapt to be able to use technology to really make a difference in the business, as opposed to maintaining complex systems that have just grown up around the business, and there might be a sense that they can't be replaced, but the reality is they probably can, and they almost certainly will be at some point. And likely when that happens, it's going to be in a cloud computing format a lot of the time. And the last major thing that's in the cloud for the CIO is, at the end of the day, an ability to add competitive capacity to the organization. And to reduce the cost of IT so that the organization can devote more resources to expanding markets, building revenue, just being more successful as a commercial enterprise.